Hello Plastic Model Builders, I am Ari Stone with Plastic Model Builder, and we are doing 3 simultaneous P-51 builds at the same time, so watch this whole video, you're going to like it. We are doing a Revell 132nd P-51B, the Berlin Express. We are also doing an Airfix P-51D and Revell P-51D. Those are the, one is the Little Indian and the other is the Big Beautiful Doll. So those are 1/48 scale. What we got going on, you see that's the engine that we were putting together there for the P-51B, the 132nd kit. I drilled out the little holes there. You don't have to do that. This is just miscellaneous parts that we are putting together. I started with the wings for the Revell 132nd kit because they were fairly easy to do. Just get those together and then you can do all your filling, sanding, whatever you needed to do. I didn't go overboard with these models. They are Revell kits. I didn't try to make them look like gold. I just took them for what they were, did little touch-ups, and from a distance they look great. So here are the wheels for the 132nd kit. You can see they are a little bit bigger right there. Now these are the panels. They have a little bit of detail, as you can see. Not a lot, a little more detail than the Revell 1/48 scale. And you'll see that a little later on, so keep watching so you can see that. Just putting a little bit of glue in there. They got those pins that they sit down on. And then this is the opposite side right here. You see how that goes in. That's the left side of the aircraft. Very simple. I primed everything first using my Tamiya surface primer. It's like a lacquer base, so it sticks really well. This is the seat right here. Not a lot of detail on that. Like I said, I didn't go too realistic with this with certain things. This is the Merlin engine right here. We are painting that black. Going to put some detail on that a little later on once that dries. We are black basing everything first, and then we are going to put on our interior green color, and that way, you know, it gives it a little bit of darker shade to it for the interior green instead of a brighter color. And you see that's a piece that goes right on top of it. And we will also do the 1/48 scale cockpit areas later on. This is the control stick. So here's that interior green. This is the hood that sits on top of the engine. This piece is meant to come off so it can show the engine inside of the aircraft. And you see that interior green going on right there. That's a Tamiya color that I used. Just spray it lightly. Make it look pretty. Model making madness, of course. Here's the cockpit control panel. You see I'm just spraying a little bit of green there on the foot pedals. Here's the chair, the seat, whatever you want to call it, the wheel wells. If you want to use chromate yellow, you can do that as well. Here are the landing gear doors. I did everything in the gear down position. You see me doing this control stick there, and this is the bulkhead in between the control panel and the engine. So this is what it looks like. Going to paint the detailed areas here. I didn't do the best of jobs on this, but I'm getting better. So, you know, just bear with me. You see how that goes in. All these little bits of tubes and things like that. I just used like a darker tan type of color. Khaki, I believe it was, a Tamiya color. Acrylics don't go on so well. You'd probably have better success with enamels. I am going to weather these later on in a different video for this series. I do have a short of this, of me painting the exhaust and weathering them, so check that out. Here is the Airfix kit. You see the instrument panels there are a lot better. They have a lot of detail to them. I'm not sure what other kits have, since now I've only done 2 types of kits. The Airfix certainly has some nice little added detail that you can put in there. Just gotta make sure those go in. Here's the seat. The seat is really interesting because you have the seat belt here that goes into the back and just kind of sits down across just like this. You'll see it when I flip this over here, just like that, and you see the detail on the seat right there, almost like the cushions are overly pronounced, but hey, it's okay, it looks decent. And this is the basic Revell 1/48 cockpit seat, basically just seat belts and a chair back. Going to put in the control stick right here. Later on we will try to simulate wood paneling for the floor. So the next few sections I'm going to be doing the Airfix kit. This is the rear portion behind the cockpit with all the little stuff that goes behind it, like the control boxes. I don't know what those are. If you want to tell me, be my guest. I don't even know if I put that in right because I left it sitting out a little bit, but so much for accuracy. It's okay. The plane went together very well. You see the right here, just off screen, how that sits in there. This is the instrument panel. This is going to be the wheel wells for the rear wheels for the Airfix kit. This is one of the drop tanks. It comes with two different styles of drop tanks. I put both of them on. Yes, that's right. And by the way, I paint each kit differently. The big kit goes in an aluminum color. This kit goes in an all-clad number 117. And then I foil the Revell P-51 kit. This is a bomb, by the way. The directions do not call for these bombs on any of the kits, but they come with them, as well 2 sets of wheels for the Airfix kit. Each one's a little different. One has treads and one is kind of ribbed. I don't know what the technical term for that is because naturally they do both have treads. I'd say one is more diamond plated than the other. And this is the tanks right here. So I'll show you something real quick. This is the Revell tank, and these are the wheels for the Airfix kit. We're going to show you the differences between the two. So here you have the Revell wheels. The hub just sits in there like that, and here's each one side by side. Those are the 2 different Airfix wheels. You can see those, and look at the size difference here, both 1/48 scale. Why one's a little different than the other, I don't know, but they are. So same thing, prime and then black base. Here are the wheels right there for the Airfix kit. I'm not going to show you all this because I'm pretty sure you get the point of black basing. Go over that. Of course, we have the control panel. We're going to dry brush that, so keep watching so we can show you that later on. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like. Also, we do live chats during our video premieres. That way we can chat about the models and things like that. You can even donate and click the little button on there. We have a good time doing it. A couple of us join. I've been doing live builds as well from periodically. That way you can see me build live as we go if you want to watch that. And I also chat there. You can see all the mess ups that I have, and believe me, it's a lot of them because I'm not perfect at modeling. You can see how this goes on. My kit for Airfix actually had a small little mistake in it with the part of the wheel well, and I didn't even bother correcting it until I saw it, and I just left it because it's on the underside of the plane. You see here, this is what the interior looks like once you get that green color on there. Looks really good. Here is the decking, and we are going to attempt and paint that as a wood style, and we will show you that coming up here rather soon. Just pay attention to all this, and you can see how we finished the black basing and everything else going on there. It turns out very nice. So now we're painting the interior components of the Airfix kit, doing that little black area there. Right here you got the handle, all this good stuff. As I said, it is model making madness, so we do try to make this stuff look pretty. And you can always tell a difference. That's the Revell kit right there. The detail in one versus the detail in the other. Also the Revell kit, as you can see. This right here is more interior for the Revell kit, the 1/48 scale. Not a lot of detail. The Airfix kit has extra components that you can stick onto it. So we'll be showing you that later on in a different video coming up, part 2, when we do that in 2 weeks from now. Here you see all the detail that we are painting. That was the 1/48, and this is the wood I'm attempting to simulate here. Just kind of painting on a khaki color. I wanted it to be worn wood. I'm going to get a toothbrush later on. We're going to dip it in a darker brown color and just kind of rub it in. I do my best. I'm not perfect at it. I saw it on a different video. Yes, that's right. I watch them occasionally to learn how to do things. So you got everything painted. So you have a dark brown and a toothbrush. Just going to lightly rub it in, bring out some highlights. This kit has grain on the panel right there. That's the 1/32 scale. On the 1/48 scales, right here, you don't really see much grain at all. Just is what it is. So we got that going on there. And then this is the other portion right there for the Revell kit. The one before was, of course, Airfix, and the 1/32. And you see how it comes out, just like that. Just kind of rub it in there, different shades. I think it comes out fairly nicely. It's just a deck. It's going to get dirty. Yeah, it's wood. And there they are. not bad. So detail the seats. Not the best paintbrush. I'm getting better though, I promise. I try. Maybe if I didn't use acrylics doing this and used regular enamels, it would go a lot better. Or even waters. That way they just thin right on out. And you see here, I'm getting a little bit better with letting the brush flow in the paint. But it is what it is. You know how I am. So dry brushing. Instrument panel is white. Got a little bit of white on the brush. Get it on your brush. Dab it off. Go back over it. Make it look pretty again. Model making madness. That's what it's all about. These are all the instrument panels. This one here is the Revell kit. You saw the 132nd Revell kit, and of course the other one, which was Airfix. This is Revell right here. Clearly, you can tell the differences between the two. And look at that, just like that, it's almost done. Do our little belt buckles. One here, one there. They don't have anything to do on the 132nd kit, so you don't have to worry about those. And here you have these, just like that. That's the Revell kit right there. Just put a little bit of streaking, doing a little bit of pre-weathering here. Going to make these look very good. You got that. The bottom of the chairs. Figure may as well do this while I have the opportunity, right? That's what I always say. Get just along the edges here. That's the 132nd kit, of course. And that's pretty much it. So until next time, as always, see ya.